We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And even when we think that things are going smoothly, something happens. When Jordan was 9 and a competitive gymnast, she was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Our world stopped.
Within a week, Jordan was referred to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
We watched our fearless, muscular little girl's body transform right before our eyes into a frail stature.
What we didn't know was that her medical team would encourage her every step of the way as she worked to return to her athletic lifestyle.
Jordan returned to gymnastics in 2017.
As her mom, I am so proud of her.
I don't know what the future holds for Jordan, but we are blessed to have our daughter by our side.
Wow. That's awesome.
St. Jude is extremely important to families like this.
And for St. Jude to be able to be there and to be a beacon of light and hope, it's a relief.
Join me and many others on Monday, June 24th, all day for a great day of giving back and having some fun. Come with me, enjoy Boom Chaga, bring your A game.
Today, we are once again celebrating the Big Daddy Golf Classic, and this year it is for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Stay tuned.
Thank you to everybody who's here, and you should give yourselves a round of applause. One of my closest friends in the world, Mr. Rich Big Daddy.
So, Eric, how many times, do you even know how many times you've been at this Big Daddy Golf Classic?
No, I try to come every single year. Every year I can. Rich does such a great job, and St. Jude's and doing amazing work for the kids. And whenever I can be a part of it, I'm always here.
So now that you spend some time in Florida, you get to golf a little bit more. Like, are we expecting a better score from you this year?
I would normally say yes,
Okay.
but because of my kids, I'm not allowed to golf as much as I would like to. In a couple of years, I'll start getting better, but I'll hold my own.
Now, your little guy, you could get him out on doing putt-putt and miniature golf, right?
Yeah.
So I'm expecting your short game's going to be a little bit better this year, right?
Yeah, I take him to Top Golf,
Yeah.
so my irons are pretty good.
That's
but
good.
it's just I struggle with the woods. Getting off the tee, I try to kill the ball, and it never ends up going where I want it to go.
I don't know if I've ever met a golfer that's ever happy. I think that they're always striving, right, to get it down at least by a stroke or two, right?
Yeah, that's what's beautiful about golf is you can't master it. You just continue to get better and chip away. You have your good days, you have your bad days, but it's beautiful to be out on the course, especially when it's for such a great cause.
What encouraged you to be philanthropic? Were you a little boy, Eric, and you wanted to make a difference for others, or?
Well, when I was a kid, I was one of the people benefiting from people's philanthropy. We struggled growing up, and it wasn't for the food banks, the people pouring into me, I wouldn't be here today. So I felt like once I made it to the NFL, made it to that high mountain of the NFL, I have to use my voice to help out others and to pay it forward. So I try to do my best to do wherever I can.
What we have here today is we have some protein muffins, banana walnut, we got a blueberry, and we have a chocolate chip, and we also brought our snack balls, our protein snack balls, banana almond crunch, and chocolate coconut. It's a tasty, healthy treat.
What got you inspired to go with a more nutritious journey for yourself personally?
That's a good question. I've been doing this for 8 years. I've been eating just these meals, and I have found that in any phase of what I'm trying to do, whether it be losing weight, putting on muscle, or just maintaining, these meals have really helped me just keep on track. And so at first I was a customer, and then I joined up, and it's just been history ever since. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Howard, who taught you how to be philanthropic, and why does it matter to you? Why do you like to give?
I grew up in a small town in Alabama where everybody took care of everybody. That's just part of the way we were raised. Small communities, small churches, you all help each other out, making sure, Miss Willie Roof got something to do, make her yards cut, make sure her garden's planted, make sure somebody's windows are washed. You always took care of everybody because that's what we're supposed to do.
And since then, you just keep doing it. So today we're here to help raise funds and awareness for St. Jude, a wonderful organization. And this isn't your first time at a Big Daddy Golf Classic. You've played before, correct?
Yeah, I've played a bunch of times at the Big Daddy Golf Classic, and for St. Jude's, it's one of the better charities. Everybody, has children, a lot of children in the world, and you always like to see healthy children, and them helping sick kids is probably no greater thing.
I want to know, how is your golf game? Are you ready for today? Have you been practicing at all?
I play all the time, I'm a corporate golfer, with some of my work I do at Cushman & Wakefield, with the Giants as well. Then, I got a lot of clients and they ask me out all the time.
Excellent. And if you win, first place, I think you get a golf bag or something like that, Howard. Are you also going to take a trip somewhere special?
No, I got to go back to work. Single dad, you got to do what you got to do.
Why is it important to be a sponsor at these charitable golf outings for St. Jude?
It's exposure, and we try to support St. Jude cause, and it's a beautiful thing. We actually connected with a lot of good people here today.
Excellent. And what is it about your brand? What is it that you're trying to do at Eat Better Meals?
Eat Better Meals is home delivery service, and we try to stay clean. No cooking, no prepping, and all the sauces that we make in-house, everything is top-notch. If you haven't tried it, you should give it a shot.
So Bruce, you're doing a really good job, first of all. So are you enjoying it now that you're there? What have you seen, in terms of changes that make you feel happy?
Well, it's a labor of love. I enjoy it, but it's hard work. It's 24/7. It's a big county. We're larger than 10 states. But again, when you get to help people each and every day, like you're doing here today with Big Daddy's golf tournament for the kids at St. Jude's, it makes you feel good about yourself and you feel like you're accomplishing something. So I get up every day and I feel blessed that I have the ability to do that. With my mom and dad, they had two sticklers. You had to be polite, you had to have manners, and you also had to be kind and generous, and you have to give back. Whether you can give back monetarily, if you can afford it, and if you can't, you can give back with time. So you can do either way, and it's meaningful, and it makes a material change to these kids. I mean, these are kids that many of them are in a very, very dire situation, and to get the kind of health care that they're getting, and see kids like I just saw in the dining room that, their life was really upside down, and they didn't know where they were going to make it. Now they're healthy, they're bouncing around, and they're enjoying life as they should be. For any parent to have a sick child, it's a very, very heartbreaking thing. But a lot of these parents, they have a lot of courage, and they get their courage and their strength because of people like Big Daddy and the people who are supporting this golf tournament today.
You're a father, if you're a parent, children, cancer, you put it all together. It's like, this is the organization that I absolutely support and love to support. It's you put yourself in the places of all the parents that have to go through this. And I've been in situations where I've went and performed at certain, like Stony Brook Hospital and stuff like that, and you see that, while the kids are going through the disease, they are somehow handling it almost better than the parents are in the situation. So it's really it's a mix, and it's both, and it's near and dear. Like every artist, we put out new stuff with the hopes that somebody will listen to it. And some people do for about 72 hours, and that's the end of it. That's the music industry nowadays. So yeah, there's a new collection of material, and really it's just, when I say collection, it's not an album anymore. It's just a collection of stuff that's built up over the last few years. So I'll put that out, and still doing, obviously playing with Billy still doing my own shows. Original shows also, so a bunch of different stuff, but the usual.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I know that you wrote that one song for your mom. Do you still look up to the heavens and kind of sing for her sometimes?
Absolutely, yeah. Every show I usually do. I do Landslide because that was her favorite. She used to always want to hear that song. So always give a shout out to her and always tell a funny story about it because she was absolutely nuts. So yeah, always a good moment in the show. For sure.
I feel close to my mom too, and she passed away so long ago, but I still always feel her presence with me. And I think that's important sometimes, that we reach back, we stay present, and we reach for the future.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's progress. It's all part of the progress. And if you're not growing, if you're not moving forward, you're not growing, So all these lessons, and and I think we get wiser every year, and we reflect more, and we think back to things, and we learn. And that's the whole thing. And you have to screw up.
Yeah.
And it's part of the process.
You've got this huge following going on right now. What is it like for you now that you're on the other side?
Oh man, it feels great. It feels great. Honestly, I'm privileged and just glad, and thank God how far I've came, and it's amazing to see all the people that are supporting me. So yeah. So
what made you decide that you wanted to come to this event today? Why did you say yes?
Anything for the children. I can't say no to that. Any way I can support, I'll do everything in my power to be able to support. So yeah.
And how will you be participating today?
I'm actually going to be playing the tournament, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it's going to be fun. There's a lot of great people around, so yeah, I'm excited.
How's your golf game?
It's pretty decent. I don't want to hype it too much, but we all right. We all right. Yeah.
And I've been asking people to either show me their golf swing or to dance. Would you be willing to do either one?
I'll show you my golf swing.
Your golf swing? All right, here we go.
It's weird though. It's a little different.
Oh,
yeah.
You got your own style?
Yeah.
Well, teach me. All right, teach me. What do we got to do?
Just regular setup.
Okay.
Put your one hand out.
Okay.
And then you go here.
Right.
And then you rotate. And you hit the ball.
I told Scribble that it's kind of like dancing, though. I'm like, you're dancing? That's dancing. I think it's dance. We're dancing. Why do you give back? Why do you want to give?
It's just, the way my parents raised me, they taught me the right way, so, and just having that good heart, to be able to give back. Just like I receive, you receive, so you should give. So, yeah.
I love that, and I love your bling.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's not for Sniper Gang. It's Snappy Gilmore. Yeah.
Big Daddy calls, I come. I've been doing this with him now for the last few years. I've been a lot more hands-on. This year, St. Jude is totally taken over, which is amazing to have. We had a little dry run last year with them, and this year they went all in with us in the Big Daddy Golf Classic, and we have the most beautiful day that we've had in years out here. The heat is broken, the weather's gorgeous. You couldn't ask for a better day to be here. All the celebrities are here. We're here for a good cause, obviously to fight cancer, and what better, organization than St. Jude.
At what age did you learn how to give?
I think I was very young, I guess. Watching my dad, he was in a doo-wop group and a performer and stuff like that, and just as I became an artist and a celebrity in certain charities that I've been asked to do and then become part of, and traveling around the world the way I have and seeing different cultures, and also having children of my own that had some special needs and stuff like that. So anytime I get the opportunity to give back for something, especially this, I'm all in. Always.
And are you going to be golfing today?
No, but I'll be in the golf cart today.
There you go.
Pretending I'm golfing.
Okay, but can you dance?
No, I make people dance.
Exactly.
Remember that, I make people dance.
So what I want you to do for me, just for the grins of it, okay, is we're gonna try. Okay, I want to see if you were gonna swing a club, show me.
Swing a club?
Yeah.
Am I putting or am I swinging?
I don't know. Either one. Go for it.
I don't want to look like an idiot.
No, you're gonna do it. Okay, so now here's but here's my idea.
Baseball bat.
But here's my idea. So what we No. But that's how you dance, okay? Literally. Now you just did your first dance move. It's called the golf, right? And so what you do is you start moving your feet, and there you go. Now you can dance. Anyway, have a great time today. It's always good to see you, my friend. God bless you.
Good to see you.
Happy journeys.
We're at the Big Daddy Celebrity Golf Classic right here in Long Island for a good cause, St. Jude. DJ Scribble's going to be on the set later. Michael Martucci's going to be on the set later. It's the St. Jude Celebrity Golf Classic produced by Big Daddy. Yeah! Woohoo!
So tell us what's been happening for you in Nashville.
Yes, I've been, very busy recording and writing a bunch of music. I have some stuff coming out next month, so very exciting.
Wonderful. And I thought they were mowing the grass, but it's just like a golf cart going by. So St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, why does that cause matter to you personally?
It's just a cause that I've visited the hospital multiple times, and just seeing the faces of these kids that have been dealt a hand that by no fault of their own. And it's our duty to just help them, and their mission is incredible because no patient receives a bill. The family doesn't receive a bill. Food, housing is taken care of. It's just truly, it's God's work.
Now, last year, you came in first. I'm just wondering, what is your secret to success this year?
Ooh, teamwork makes the dream work, baby. So I'm hoping we can defend our title and, all for a good cause. Yeah.
It's nice to see you again. Thank you so much.
Donna.
How did you find your love for golfing?
I have been golfing for many years. Doesn't mean I golf a lot. I like it. I love just being outside. I love being out on the open golf course. It's just beautiful. The greenery, just being outdoors. I mean, that's what I love the most about it. My golf game comes and goes.
It comes and goes. And is that because you grew up somewhere that you were able to enjoy the outdoors? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Canada in a small town. So yeah, I kind of, got my love for the outdoors from a young age.
It's a beautiful country, and the country is so kind. I mean, isn't that known for being the kindest country in the world? I think Canada definitely is.
I've always loved the St. Jude ads because they just make me feel so happy. Like when I see how they're taking care of the children and all the big celebrities that participate, and it makes you feel like it's such a worthy cause. When you see those children and what they've been through, and that their parents don't have to pay for anything. I mean, how big insurance bills can be for people, and just to know that there's a place you can go that you're being taken care of in that way. And these are, obviously big illnesses that these children are facing. So imagine having that pressure taken off as the parent. That the financial side of it is one thing you don't have to worry about when there's so much else to worry about.
35-mile-an-hour gusts. Let's check the weather here. Okay. High pressure starting to build right here.
Yes.
And we've got low pressure moving in the next couple days. Going to be bringing in a high pressure system, 100-degree temperatures, but not today. 83, but we got to put up with the wind.
We have a beautiful day for golf today.
Yes, it does.
Now, do you golf?
I'm a golfaholic.
Okay.
My last name is Parr.
Yes.
So I thought I better know how to play golf. And no, it's like going to Disneyland for me. I couldn't sleep in the castle last night because I was so excited knowing that we were going to see all the celebrities today. We were going to raise a lot of money for St. Jude. My best friend Tyler is... Tyler, can you come in here for just a second?
Come on over, Tyler. Tyler.
I love this kid so much. He is my new best friend. His whole entire family adopted me last night at dinner, and I'm all emotional.
I thought you adopted us. I thought that was how it went.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Remember, came up. You basically were like, we just sat you at the table, but you were like, all right, guys, you're part of my family now.
We've already exchanged. We're all on Facebook together now, so
nice.
it's a beautiful thing.
Can I be adopted too?
I don't know. It's a pretty exclusive club, but I think we could fit you a spot.
Yes, I will be adopted. So tonight is really special, and you obviously are the person of the hour, right? Tell us about your journey. Tell us why today means so much to you, because it means a lot to us that you're here.
Biggest thing is because of how much the supporters are here, and going through treatment. There was a very rough time in my life, and there's a lot of uphills and downhills, and being through that, and going through cancer, and having, it's kind of hard trying to think. Going through cancer is a big challenge in your life, and being here and seeing all the support these people have given me is really such an amazing experience, because this is one of the reasons why I love doing these events so much, is because the supporters and everyone who is able to give back, you know, they helped me through my journey, and being able to share my story and being able to see and meet everyone is such a huge inspiration for me.
And you're an inspiration for us. It really matters. Like, you know, everybody knows St. Jude, right? But until you put a face to it or a story to it, you bring so much value to that, because people want to know what it is that you're experiencing. Can you tell us 3 good things about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and why they mean so much to you?
Oh, of course. So one of the biggest things is everyone who works there is amazing. My doctor, Dr. Pui, is so amazing, and all the doctors are there. But from my personal experience with him, you know, he's a world-renowned researcher, and he would come into my hospital room and play dinosaurs with me, and you know, he would play games with me and just spend time with me and treat me like a normal kid, and not just a kid with cancer. And that is such a, you know, going through that, you want a feeling of normalcy, because all this, your world has changed around you. So being able to go through that and being able to see the support you get and feel like a normal kid is one of the biggest things I love about it. You know, and all the supporters are so amazing, and you know, being able to see how much they support us and being able to see how much, you know, they give to St. Jude and what St. Jude does with that, and not a penny goes to anything but, you know, the treatment and care of the children is incredible. You know, they make sure that everything is spent well and everything is going to research, everything is going to help your cause, making sure that no child has, or nobody has to pay a single bill. And then probably my favorite thing is being able to go and share my story, and being able, St. Jude has given me the opportunity to go and share my story and allow me to meet all these people and allow me to really meet the supporters and get the feeling of, you know, feeling of family. It's more of a family, and it's more of a home than you would think as a hospital, and it's just that crazy. It's just a crazy sense to really be, because you go in there and it feels like a second home. It doesn't feel just like a hospital. It feels as though you're really a part of something better and greater.
So tell us about your journey and why today being at the St. Jude event means so much to you.
Well, I think it's a great combination of camaraderie, fraternization, being around people that you've known for a long time, and then coming together to support such a great organization. I think that the yin and the yang, the ability to put the two together, you know, St. Jude on its own is a great brand, and what the things that they do. The players on their own and the celebrities on their own, they're great in the things that they, but there are very few things that bring the two together, you know, and making good great. And this is an opportunity to do something that's not just good, but it can be great. And anytime you can spread the word on other people doing great things for such a worthy cause. We're talking about children. We're not talking about all these other things that may be, you know, questionable.
Right.
I think that you take the most controversial person in the world, and when you say you want to help kids, you know, we're all on the same page. So I think, you know, maybe it's a roundabout way to answer your question, but that's the reason why.
There comes a point of responsibility, I think, where we're responsible to be good neighbors. So did you learn that as a young child? Tell me about your journey when you were little.
Well, you know, I'm Jamaican, right? So I've probably benefited from, you know, as a child, and people coming into, it wasn't a village, but it was a very small town of like 80 people, you know, in the country part of Jamaica. And we've seen the Salvation Armies. We've seen the different groups that have come through to help when there were things that were going on. So, you know, coming to America and then getting an opportunity to be involved in philanthropic things and getting a chance to play in the league and starting your own nonprofit. And I think the best story that I can tell is that, you know, you start a nonprofit. We have a company called Athletes and Artists Foundation of Roots. And the things that we've been able to do in terms of mentoring and giving back and showing kids stability in terms of to really be great at what you want to do, and all those things that go with being a professional athlete. But fast forward, you have a 17-year-old son, and then he says, "Hey, Dad, I want to start a nonprofit." And at 17 years old, he starts this thing called Baker's Dozen. Son, why Baker's Dozen? Because everybody does 12, but nobody does 13, you know. And then he goes to the University of Pennsylvania and he works there. Then he graduates and he plays basketball and he's, becomes a professional basketball coach with the Rockets. And he's still, my point in saying that is that every step of the way, no matter what he's doing, his foundation is still near and dear to him because he understands, and I guess from being around, parents that do, that you have to do more. And so, again, to answer your question, where does it come from? I think it comes from people just understanding that this world is bigger than just you. And any impact that you can have in any small way affects people that other people would never possibly touch. And that's the important thing.
So, Carissa, tell me why the Big Cheese decided to come out here to support St. Jude today.
Well, my brother had cancer when he was 17, and that was really like life-changing for us. It was like years ago when like WebMD was like just starting out, and I was like asking him questions, and he was in the bathroom, and literally our lives changed within like 3 days. It was crazy.
So you looked at the symptoms and you could tell that you thought he might have cancer?
So my brother kept on telling my mom and dad, and like this was years ago, like I'm dating myself and I'm 45, like this was years ago.
Right.
It wasn't as common, unfortunately, as it is now.
And nobody really talked about it either back then at all.
And, I kept on telling my parents, and they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. And then I, just my intuition was like, Brian. And he went into the bathroom, and I was asking him questions. And then 3 days later, he was having surgery. And we caught it. It was going to his lymph nodes. And, thankfully, he's okay. He had testicular. And I don't know, like I've always tried to help out when anybody asks me for anything. Like I want to go run and go get those cups right now. That's how my brain works, is to help. And I don't know, I've been friends with Rich on Facebook forever, and he's done these, and I've always seen it. And I was on Good Morning America last year with Michael Strahan, and I
saw that.
Did you?
That's exciting. Yeah, you and Michael. Yeah, big grilled cheese.
Him. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting it. I was like, it's you.
Yeah, and he likes your grilled cheese.
And he liked my grilled cheese and my lemonade. So we made some fresh lemonade today.
Nice.
And I don't know. They asked me Friday. And I was like, all right, I'll be there. And then I tried to make all this happen really quickly. And I made his mom Sakatumi cakes, but my icing's melting a little.
That's okay. Melted icing is good. It's probably like all delicious and gooey and yummy. So I know that you were going to make me. So I told you that I always get a sign by yellow roses, right? And that meant a lot to me to see those yellow roses. And what do those yellow roses mean to you? What does that represent?
So that's from my grandmother. That's my grandmother.
Yeah. It's a big deal, right? To know that.
Well, she's the one that taught me how to cook.
Okay.
That's my love for food came.
Why
am I? You said you were going to cry now.
I'm not making you cry. I don't mean to make you cry, Carissa. But you know what? It's good people out here today on the course, and we're all like doing what we can to make a difference, right? Because at the end of the day, St. Jude needs us.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. I didn't hesitate when they asked me. I was like, all right, I'll do it. And I don't know. We're here, and
we're here.
I always say this is a labor of love, because people always want to do what I do. And I'm like, don't do it unless you love it.
Right.
Like the last days I was like doing all the food shopping and ordering all the supplies and the decorations and cooking and prepping. Like I was up at like 4 o'clock this morning making cakes, and and it, like I said, it's a labor of love, and not everyone is asked to be here, and I was asked, and I'm grateful, and
They're
here.
grateful too. So Brandon, football career, right? What was that moment like when you found out that you had made an NFL team?
You know what? It was a dream come true. It was something special that I never forget, and I still try to kind of live by that, even with this being my last year.
What was that day? Like, tell us what happened, how you found out.
The first round was happening, and had my family with me, and right before the pick, you get a call, and it was the GM, Howie Roseman, and then I talked to Big Red, Andy Reid, and then you talked to the president at the time, that was Joe Banner, and it was such a good moment, just talking to them, and they say, welcome to, we're gonna draft you here at 13, and we want you to be a Philadelphia Eagle, and you just get excited, and people start screaming in the background, and it was a good moment.
Now, I saw you earlier today at the Big Cheese Truck. Did you get a Philly steak sandwich today? What did you get?
I got the chopped cheese.
Okay.
Philly cheese steak, boy. It add some pounds to you. So right now, I got 4 weeks to get right till we to make sure I stay right. For training camp.
Beautiful. Now, you just said to me that it might be your last season. Are you definite?
No. This is my last one. This year, 15, and I'm happy that the Eagles brought me back one more time, and I can't wait to see how we go about this season.
Why is it that you love to give?
You know what? I just feel like it was, God put it on my heart. Then on top of that, my mom growing up, seeing her struggle, and just seeing, her still give even when she was struggling. So I know it just rubbed off on me. And then I got a wife that always holds me to that. And that was another thing that, as an adult, you finally get your choice to make. And so wifey tried to made sure that I was out here in the community.
Yeah, that you put your connection together, and you do good.
And go by your word. This is what you said you wanted to do. Let's do it.
Beautiful. St. Jude, that's why we're here today. And tell us, you're playing with Tyler. You're playing with the star of the day.
Yes. And it's been cool seeing Tyler's game getting stronger as he go. And this is second time he said, golfing. And so we're just having fun. Really.
Good.
It's just been real good group. The guys just supporting them and just making it all. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. So I'm happy that with the group that we have, because I know how this is. This game can be frustrating, but at the end of the day, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm just out here trying to enjoy giving back and supporting Big Daddy, and just like I say, giving back to the community like we do.
So there's golf, and then there's a gala tonight. So tell us about your day. How did the day go for you?
So the day went really well. Started about 6:30 a.m. Snuck around the castle a little bit looking for coffee, but they weren't open until 10:30.
Okay.
But they did put everything out about 7, so I did find my way. Was able to see a lot of the folks that flew in from out of town that were going to play in today's event. Met Mike Tannenbaum this morning. I met a few other folks. It was really good. The morning started off really well, and then I think coming down for the breakfast and then leading into the golf for the day, it was a great event. Rich has worked really, really hard through the years, and finally having the opportunity to team up with St. Jude, it just made everything that much better. I'm so proud of him. He really has put so much time and effort in, and anybody that knows Rich knows, we run a fantastic business, but business is always down here at Rich. It's always about charity. It's always about helping people. It's always about being friends with people. He loves to make people smile. That's why when you see him tonight, he walks around and he's so happy to see everybody here. And it's a great turnout. The weather was perfect. I really couldn't have asked for a better day.
I was fortunate enough to meet Big Daddy last year when I was introduced to him. And one of the first things that he brought up to me was the St. Jude Celebrity Golf Classic and how important it was to him. So upon meeting me, getting to know him, and expressing how sincere he is about this cause, he asked me if I'd be able to work. And I'm currently interning in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I knew how important this cause was, and I'm very behind it, so I wanted to make sure I could make my way down here.
Well, I came up here specifically just for this event. It's something that has affected me and my family personally. It's something that I want to bring awareness about because it's something that maybe go unnoticed sometimes. A lot of people won't know that it's affecting them, and they won't know that it's affecting people around them. So to bring awareness and light to this cause, it means a lot, especially to people like me who it can help all around their family.
Yeah, it's a huge responsibility to bring awareness. I think it's a beautiful cause. I love children, so that was something really special, and I wanted to be a part of. So I was really excited to volunteer today and be a part of this. Thank you for having me.
So here we are tonight at the gala portion of the day. Tell us what your feelings are so far.
It has been just such an incredible day of giving for so many Long Islanders and so many athletes that have flown in from across the country. It's just so exciting to see the generosity and the support of the mission.
Now, speaking of generosity, you have some key sponsors, right?
Yeah.
Is it important that businesses help sponsor events like this?
Yeah, absolutely. As much corporate support as we can get is always welcome, because it helps us pay for these events that in turn allow us to fundraise through our paddle raises and through our auctions and things of that sort.
You have some great auction items. Is there a favorite, like I know that you do many of these golf outings, right, every year. Is there like one memento that you've gotten? Have you ever won anything special? Do you even bid? I'm sure you've been tempted a couple of times to do something, right?
I cannot tell you how many times I've bid on things and won some. I mean, you just get so excited, right? And yet it's the bidding wars that get you excited. I've won a Holyfield glove.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that might be my all-time favorite.
Now, Evander Holyfield, interesting story. You know, he belonged to a Boys and Girls Club when he was little, and that's what happened. And his mom said, listen, if you always quit every time you get beat, you'll never be a champion. You got to just keep going back in there and pick something that you're really passionate about. Obviously, you're passionate about St. Jude. How long have you been working with them, and what does it do to your heart?
Yeah, so I've been here almost 5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And just like the beautiful story you shared, the key word there is resilience. And I think that what keeps me going is the resilience of these kids that are just, they're in Memphis, they're at home, really fighting for some, just to get better. And we're sitting here healthy, really enjoying life, but we need to do more. So it's just really great to know that I'm helping a little bit.
Every day you wake up and you're ready to go, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, they're doing so much. Is there a special thing this year that's on your heart that you really want people to get behind? Or is it always all year long? There's Thanksgiving, there's all these like programs that you're doing.
Yeah, so we have so many things going on throughout the entire year. The best way to encourage folks to get involved is just checking out our website and seeing what interests them, right? So it's stjude.org/tri-state, and there you can see you can be a volunteer, you can run if you're a runner, you can run with us, you can attend galas. So there's so many ways to just be part of the mission.
How do you feel about today? Today's a little different, right? New levels, new opportunities. So how are you feeling?
I feel outstanding. You know what? Just to have the St. Jude partnership and have them be a really big player in this whole thing, I feel relieved, And what better of a brand or charity to partner up with?
St. Jude is wonderful, and I know that you have a strong connection there. You've gone to visit them and things of that nature. We have Tyler here tonight. Tell us about that connection and why that touches your heart.
You know what? We met over 10 years ago, and we stayed friends. So it's just one of those things that I can't. I'm happy that we're friends, and more importantly, I'm happy that he's alive and cured.
Yes. He's doing so well. He played golf today, right, with one of the celebrities, and he had a great time. You also had like a one-armed swinger, like Snappy Gilmore. And I mean, so many people came out tonight to celebrate and support. What is it about this particular charity that people just want to be true to their heart?
It's because you know where the money goes and what it's used for. There's no, it's here or there or wanting or wishing or trying to figure out where it went. It goes to help kids live and defeat cancer.
Lovely. Now, did you play it all today? Or are you just kind of orchestrating everything?
I just kind of went around and said hello and, ate a little bit, make sure everybody had, refreshments and all that kind of stuff.
Speaking of refreshments, you had some wonderful corporate sponsorship this year. Who are some of the people that were here to play?
Arizona Iced Tea. We had Delta, Ohika Castle, Nike, Dos Hombres,
yes.
Empire Auto Group, Michael Brown, who's always there for us. And, it's getting bigger and bigger every year.
It is, and I've been on the journey with you this past decade or so, and it just means so much to me, and it's so lovely, and lots of support, lots of new donors, lots of new fresh faces. Rich Funk from Boom Chaga. It's just been a great day. I couldn't say anything better about today.
Yeah, it's outstanding, and I can't wait to top it off with Michael Martucci performing, and also Tyler getting up there and telling his story to all the people.
These are little town blues. Melting away. I am about to make a brand new start of it. Right here in old New York. If I can make it there, you know, gonna make it just about anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. Yeah, New York. Hey guys, any Sinatra fans out there?
And in 10 years, I hope that we get a chance to talk together again, and maybe even before that. But happy journeys to you always. It was lovely to get a chance to visit with you today. Wish you all the best.
Before you end this segment, I will say this is one of the greatest football players. And he went to Michigan, where your son goes now.
Yes, we just talked a little bit about that.
And I figured you would. And
Go
I will
Blue.
say, one of the classiest and greatest players to play the game of football. And I'm honored to have him as a friend, and he's here supporting us. So
Man, I
thank you
appreciate you.
and love you. You know that.
No, thank you, man. It's been
So-
long time.
long time. So.
And we all love Big Daddy, and that's why we're all here. There's not a better charity than St. Jude. And it's just a blessing to all be here together, celebrating life and trying to make a difference in the world, giving hope. That's what we're here for. Be well.